Whoa! It's Wulzy. Welcome back to day 5, or episode 5 of the art level building video. We have a lot of things to go over in this video. Let me just take you through from zero real quick. This is actually turning out pretty decent. There are a few things we need to fix, aka the spikes in the spider section. We haven't made any sort of designs there. We should make orb designs. I think I have some ideas, but I'm not entirely confident, so that'll be fun. And then we have some issues that we need to fix with the background here. I didn't even notice last time, but sometimes parts of the volcano just move out of place and just float in the air. But yeah, when we look in the editor, it's all in place, so I don't really understand what's going on here. I think I just gave it some kind of group that I didn't need to give it. Yeah, like what are these groups? Like 68? Yeah, that's fine, but what is that other one? 87? I don't even remember from last episode. I couldn't even tell you what that does. Look at this thing. Oh, okay, so that fixes the displacement, but look, the layer on top of the volcano is going above the blocks. We can't have that. It needs to be on B4, I believe. Yeah, where even is this layer? What did I do? How did I not notice for the entire time that it's on T1? Hello? I was doing it the entire time. I didn't even notice. This should be fixed now. Yes. Okay, now it's just sitting in the background. Everything's looking good. We still have the smoke particles that are sitting above. That's kind of awkward. Particles themselves are on B5, but we have this like fog up here. That's also on B5. What? It just looks like it's appearing from above, but it's not. Okay, whatever. This needs a lot of work, I think. We use these particle objects for the top layers of the designs, like the lines going down. Oh, I forgot how annoying it is to decorate in this part because of the pinch shaders over the top. I know I can just click on them and turn them off in the editor, but I feel like I've committed so much at this point to not doing that I just have to keep going and just just deal with it. Okay, what do we need? I think we should just take one of these particles and just see if we can modify it. Why is it not spawning? There we go. Let's see if we can just change this to a radius and then make these spin a bit and move out. How do I make it like circular? Yeah. Okay, I think this is what I'm trying to do. I want them to kind of just sit around the outside. They have to be bigger. And I think I want them to spin as well. Yes, this is perfect. What? Okay, we need to make sure that this thing is just square. There we go. It was not a circle for a second. This is gonna be huge, actually. But I think with a little bit of attention to detail, we can just have it sitting on the orb. You know what? I'm turning off the shader preview. I know it's gonna make the colors look absolutely clapped because of the color editing we did, but I really need this to be on grid. This uses the object color, right? Extra object color. Yes, it does. We're just gonna copy paste, scale down, and then quickly hue them. I think just plus 45 both ways, just to make them slightly different. And we should make these objects bigger like this. Oh, that's gonna be ridiculous, actually. Never mind. Or is it? That actually looks decent. What? Okay, sure. Let's just turn on link controls and we can just move on like this. Fun fact, I'm colorblind, so it's actually somewhat difficult for me to select these particles and see that they're selected when they turn green as opposed to being orange. I can't. It's weird. If you're ever watching and you see me like double take and make sure I've selected something, that's usually why. I want to turn on these shaders again so bad. Where's the button? Here it is. Oh, they go all red. That's weird. I don't know if I like that. It's just too much. Like this yellow orb in particular is just so red. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this looks. That looks decent. We should add some sort of flair to it though, because it is just whatever. I wonder if I can just use this in the ground. I just want to know what it would look like just to have these particles just floating here. Yeah, that's just pointless. There's no need for that at all. But I would love to have some sort of fire in between these objects. I have to know how possible it is. This is T4 and the layer behind is T3. Ooh, so I wonder, can we be putting some sort of object on T4 but blending, like 5 for example? It would go in between. See, that would be quite cool, no? If I set part of it to be black or something. Ooh, okay. I feel like to use this effectively, we need one layer here and then we need a layer behind. Something like this with different hue on the original color, I think. Yeah. So if I just put these objects in, make sure this one is like sticking out above. I feel like there's not going to be enough contrast between these objects and the other layers in the level, but I like that they're going on top of the particles. I don't know, it doesn't stick out, so maybe I should flip the colors. I don't know, I'm going to go individually into these objects and just try the other way around. See, that is kind of ugly. That doesn't look like anything. It just looks... ugh. Or we could always put both on 5. Yeah, the blending is going to completely screw this over. It's just going to become super... yeah, whoa! That actually looks kind of cool, but I wish this color was behind that color, so maybe I can swap them around. Yeah, why is it like that? Why does the yellow stick out above the red? That's so weird, but I like it like this. I think this is going to be cool as a detail. If I just give this a group 88. Oh, we got to link that together as well, just so I can copy paste it a bit more easily. Let's place that group 88 on a scale, which is going to be touch triggered. It's an area scale. So 88, I'm going to make it center on player 1. So as I'm getting there, before and after the point, it's going to be like really small. I'm going to put that on a huge length of like 20 blocks. So as I'm approaching, these blocks are originally going to be tiny and then get bigger and bigger before I get there. So let's just test it in the new spot with the block color that we just chose. That could be nice. It's just not that noticeable. So I wonder if we should just ditch the stacking idea and just have them as single blocks. I don't know. Let's just put them in and see what happens. Oh, this is going to completely jeopardize all of the design in this part. Oh my gosh. I'm going to make sure it's far away from the gameplay. Don't want to make any of it confusing. This is finally going to block off this little section where you drop very unnaturally. When this overlay is above everything, I kept trying to drop down onto these blocks because it just looks like that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm glad I'm finally blocking that off as a possibility. Well, not a possibility, but something that you could potentially sight read, right? Oh, they go very red at this part. Ooh. Let's see what these look like overall. They should be scaling up into place. This doesn't look terrible now that I'm looking at it, but I feel like some of them are too big. Oh man, I've kind of screwed myself over here. I've copy pasted them before I knew they were good. We're gonna save and play. We're just gonna bite the bullet. We're just gonna see what it looks like in normal mode and see what happens. I kind of like them. I feel like they work, and I'm just gonna have to put more of them in the ground, I think, just so it works better. It feels like lava. I don't know how to explain it. It's electricity, but it looks like lava. Let me make a new set that we can use for extra layers here, because I want to make these wider. So let me just turn off link controls. We can take this one, move it up, and just copy the values or something. We can just stretch these out, maybe. I feel like this would work better as something I could put in the ground. Yeah, like just away from the level. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Feels very lazy. I'm just gonna put it on a different editor layer just so I can have it all by itself. This feels like a very unnatural way of creating, which is why I'm somewhat scared of it. You know what I mean? Also, because of the shaders in the level, sometimes the object I've selected just goes completely invisible because I took out all of the green on certain color changes, I believe. Is this gonna ruin the design? Probably. It actually looks kind of cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. I'm not gonna put it all the way because I want some of the designs to be visible. Well, I designed the level. Of course I want the design to be visible. I'm probably the only creator of all time that has ever said, oh, I don't want my design to be visible. But have you seen the design in all fairness? It's not the greatest. Oh, I feel like I'm overdoing it here. I'm overdoing it. Dude, top 10 lava sections of all time. Number 1, not this. Oh, the spikes. I didn't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no, I didn't think about that. Okay. How can I use a GDO? We could use bricks. We could use bricks. Wait, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Watch this. So I just flip it like this, and then I warp. Oh gosh. How do I make it? Wait, I can just use this button. What am I doing? We make it black, and we make it red, and this should look... Okay, that's so boring. This is more entertaining, just with 1 and 1. What about 1 and 2? Not a fan. I'm not just using 5, which is the blending color channel, and I'm just trying to make something work out of this. Okay, that's even more boring. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Gotta add more to this. I'm happy with the color of it as a base, but I need more. This is not artsy in the slightest. I don't know why I'm doing this, but if it makes a nicer design, I'm all for it. I mean, this looks more cyber than anything. I don't know how I've done that, but hey, I'm just gonna rock with it, man. Just wanna add some of the extra color to it. This looks bad. Never mind. Dude, what am I doing? We have so many objects here that I can use to texture this thing. Oh, this could be nice, actually. Hold on. That thing looks kind of cool. This thing just looks kind of goofy. That's exactly why I'm gonna use it. We have to get ourselves out of our comfort zone here. We're gonna go with crazy looking designs. I've lost my object. There it is. Yeah, the layering's wrong. We need this to be above everything. Ugh. Wow. Okay, so this base is on B1, right? B1 minus 10. This object is B1 11, so it should be on top, right? Nope. We have to put it T1. That's so... This is proof that I'm waffling, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. I always think, oh, I have the idea that's gonna solve everything, and I just don't. Is it still the wrong... Are you serious? Are you serious? What is this block? Oh, it's mixed. Okay, what is this? This is... Oh, it's B1 and 9 now. Oh, everyone wants to be a funny guy, a wise guy, a smart guy. Okay, yeah, I have a question. Do I say more stupid things than smart things? That's the question of the day. Here's my spike object, by the way. It sucks. I'm just gonna hope that it attaches nicely to the particles that I set out. It really doesn't, but hopefully you guys will be nice to me. This is my first art level. Don't know what the goal is here. I'm just trying to make some kind of fiery looking rocky spike. Saying that out loud sounds so lame. We just copy paste this in all the spots where the spikes are, and then grab the spike itself and just custom remove it. What is on my screen? These color changes are so unserious. Okay. All of this commentary and second guessing and feeling bad about myself over a spike in Geometry Dash. Predictions. Will it look good? Yes or no? I'm gonna say no. Ugh. Yeah, you know what? I'm keeping it just to humble myself. You know what? At least you could tell it's a spike. This thing is just outrageous. Like, what is on my screen? Okay, how on earth am I supposed to design this? Are you serious? Like, what is this layer? This is T1. Okay, cool. I think we have to go with just like abstract pixels. That's the play that I'm doing, and I'm just gonna hope that it works. T2. That is a great start. What on earth? How have I done that first? Okay, whatever. We're gonna rock with it. Hopefully I'm not giving my editors like whiplash or something. I feel like I'm jumping back and forth and yapping so hard in this particular recording. I'm very sorry, guys. Okay, let's see. Does it work? Whatever. It's gonna have to work because I'm using it. Tough. Lol. Here's my texturing. Hope you enjoy. Okay, what do I even do in this situation? How do I think we have to elect one of these objects as the area parent. I learned this last time. I still don't entirely know how it works, but that's all together now. Cool. So I guess I just copy paste this and then scale down depending on the object. Why does it look horrible on this particular object? Oh my gosh. What I need to understand with making an art level is that you can't just put random textures over the top. It's not like effect levels where you can just do whatever you want and just say, oh, it's my artistic vision. Like, no, you actually kind of have to be coherent. So why am I just placing down more objects without knowing what I'm doing? I'm just trying to make a brick layer on top. At least I know what I'm doing, trying to do this time. Probably not going to work. That actually could work. If I really wanted to make it work, I could make it work. I'll go to this like imaginary layer number 31 and just make little pillars out of it. And they're going to move separately to each other, I think. Hopefully this is all good. That actually looks decent. I'm just not even going to add a group to it at all. It doesn't even have to move onto the screen. Now I have to go all the way to editor layer number 31 because I'm stupid. Yes! I found detail that looks somewhat decent. We just have to keep this energy up with the rest of the decoration in the level. I'm trying to cover up some of the blocks on the bottom because if you remember in the last episode, we had the issue that the multiple layers of the blocks, you couldn't tell which one was which. And I did, off recording, move the top layer down by a block. I don't know if you noticed. It's a very, very subtle change, but it helps the readability of the level because when I was playtesting, I didn't even know which blocks were the real blocks. Okay, I think I'm doing well here. I'm not too sure. I think the pixels could probably have some kind of effect put on them, like a spammy pulse or something. That's the epitome of me building, dude. Like, dude, just give it a spammy pulse. Like, I don't have a name for the technique. It's just called a spammy pulse. Like, that's all I know. Let's just do it, though. We gave that group 89. Who's going to put down a pulse trigger up here. Group 89. Main only is going to go up in brightness. I don't even know which one the main only is. Maybe you can go down in brightness. Ooh, we could do a lot here. We could go up and then down. Yes. So we have that, and then we go down, and then we do the exact same thing, the blocks after, for the detail only. I mean, they flicker. That actually looks really cool. Surprised I managed to pull that off that easily, but the numbers aren't strong enough. We have to crank the brightness to like 0.5. I was going to say we could vary it, but I think just having the 0.5s be consistent would make a nice flicker. We still want them to look like bricks. I was going to make some of them 0.5, some of them 0.2, but this looks fine. Yeah, like this is doable. So I think we have to make similar decorations for the rest of this part if we want that to fit in. Seeing what I can do with a mix of some rock objects that are placed on just black with some pixel objects that I stretched out on the warp. I don't know what layer everything has to be on. I have to double check with myself. This is what? B1. So let's just do a B1. Yeah. Then we have to fix the pixels. These should just be able to sit on the top of B1. Or are these the kind of objects that can't sit above? Yeah. Dude, that kind of sucks with the layering system. It is what it is. It's fine. So I think we can just start flipping these and stacking them in like a bridge. I think they should be further across though. I just don't want the rocks to look awkward in the back. Like this works, and we could probably put some kind of detail behind to make the secondary brighter, darker. Ooh, I like that little kick that it has to it. That looks decent. Someone is probably watching this video and just extremely upset with me, but we actually have like things going for this level. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I've made an art. What have I done? That I don't flip it upside down. That would be terrible. I never thought I would be able to make an art level. I thought I was too colorblind for it, but I feel like a lot of things just make it possible now. I wonder if I can make a spike on here. I don't want to use just the same old objects that I normally use though. I'm going to turn off the collision on some of these objects that I'm placing, even though they are going to be spikes. I just want to make sure the hitboxes I'm placing are going to be as accurate as possible. Like we can put an object here. Let's just make this black at first, because that's going to match with the background behind it. And then we can copy paste, go down a little bit, and then go down, and then increase the layer and go to red. I think I'm using way too much red, but this is actually looking somewhat decent. Maybe a bit smaller, just so the outline's a bit thicker. Yeah, that's better. And we can also put another layer on top, which is going to be yellow. I think Am I cooking? I don't know if I'm doing good here or not. This is kind of scary. That actually looks decent. What is happening? I'm like placing things down and everything is going perfectly. Like first try. We should probably test with all of the objects in the level just to see what is above and what is below. This is working. Dude, it looks so good. What? Dude, that object looks great. Dude, copy pasting and scaling and just like warping is just so overpowered. It's such a lifesaver. Like I feel like I have to vary much less than I used to. And I feel like it's easy to make objects look like what they're supposed to be in like these days, you know? I can place these spikes on top of the blocks, by the way. Okay, we can use these ones probably. Oh, that is something. Oh, don't delete the spike. Don't delete the spike. I'm also gonna nerf these jumps because I feel like they're ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna link this and just copy paste it into the other pillars. I did not think I would have this much fun making an art level. I thought this was gonna be like terrifying. I do want to make sure that all of the objects in this level have an enter channel, and I might be just starting a death sentence by selecting everything right now. But if you remember the first episode, we made that cool exit transition that all of the objects crumble on the left side, and I want to use it in this section specifically. I know I used it in the beginning, but there's no harm in reusing things. That's the beauty of the level editor, is that you can just set up like templates at the very start and just have it as a theme going through. Have I selected everything? No, of course I haven't. I have to go to layer 31 or whatever I did. Yeah. Now do I have everything? It looks like I do. So let's just go into the ender channel and just put 3. These objects should crumble at the left. They do. Okay, awesome. Okay, then they're barely crumbling. Hold on. Do I need a group for that? I don't remember. Okay, this layering is like abominably bad. What is this? T11. I'll just use that exact same layer. Thank you. Or maybe just the layer below just to be safe. Yeah. And then we can just copy paste, flip, and then go up and make this -2. That should be fine. I'm trying to add like a floating object. I should probably make it a little bit skinnier. Yeah, why not? That looks cool. Why can't I select that one? Hello? Is something wrong? Hello? Game? Whoa. Game is tweaking right now. What is going on? Copy the values of that one. That's all I'm trying to do, bro. Oh, that looks bad. Okay, we hit something bad. Awesome. That is less bad. Okay, well, I fixed it immediately. We go the layer below and then we just make it red and flip it, maybe? That's not red. Whoops. Does that look bad? Can't tell because there are so many objects just existing at once. Because I feel like most of the time I'm going to be using this spike pillar. You're just not going to be able to see the full thing anyway. Apart from jumps like these. Yeah, it's just floating there. Like, it is what it is. This isn't always the case, but I do know that adding more structures can help, like, subtly signpost a level to show you where it's, like, directed. So I'm hoping that by adding structures like these, it might encourage a sudden jump, you know? That was an awkward color. What was that? There's, like, a blip where it goes gray. What is that? Has that been happening the entire time? I don't see it when we press play. Maybe it's just an editor thing. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end off here for today. We've made decent progress on this. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna be making the level because the song ended around 40 seconds, maybe even a little bit earlier than that. So the UFO part might be the last part, or I'll just loop the song in the editor. We'll see. But this is how this part is looking now. We've added more structures. We also need to add jump indicators and stuff, but I think I've built up this world a little bit better. I really like the zoom out here. I think the structures work. I don't see any layering issues. I was gonna say let me know if you do, but pre-recording. So, thank you so much for watching. I will be back working on the next part very soon. The level's like pretty much done up until that point, apart from just like extra air deco and stuff. So, check the links in the description, leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.